Hello and welcome to another Mailwrite workshop. I'm Adam Brown, co-founder, and I'm here with the one and only
Jonathan Denwood.
That's right. Well, we have a pretty great workshop and we do these for free because we want to help you grow your business. So today what we're going to talk about is 4 real estate blogging ideas to really dominate the market that you're in. Everybody knows or should know by now how important blogging is. But if you don't know, then you need to definitely stay tuned. And even if you do, you're going to learn some things. So ready to start us off, Jonathan?
I am, Adam. I am. Yep.
So first thing, let's talk about the neighborhood guides.
Yeah, sure, Adam. Really great idea for your blog is guides for your area. You know, what are the best transportation hubs, best shopping centres, areas where you can walk your dogs. A good tip is to have a guide where the best vets are. A lot of people care more about their animals than their children.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's a bit of English sarcasm there, but it's true, isn't it?
I think it's true. I think it's true. Yeah, especially here in Bend, we have like one of the highest dog per person capita like in the nation. I think it's crazy.
Oh, well, there we go. So don't forget a good guide for vet. Parks, best hospitals, schools, what the colleges are like. There's loads of things. And the great thing about it, Adam, is that this can be what we call evergreen content. This is content that will attract traffic to your website and convert them into a quality lead for years, with you only having to update it maybe every 6 months or every year, and not having to spend an enormous amount of time updating it. Take you're going to have to put a bit of effort to do something that really engages and which Google likes and drives traffic. But after that bit of work, it just pays off year after year, Adam. And even in 2023, most of your competition, most of your agents still aren't doing anything really of any real high quality worth when it comes to these guides.
Yeah. Yeah, and think about, like, if you were going to move to an area, buy a house, what are things that you want to know about? And really, those are the things you want to include because that's what people are searching for, right?
Yeah, it is. But it does, don't think this can just be 500 words. If you're going to do a couple of good guides,
pretty in-depth detail,
you're going to have to put some effort in it. But, there's probably going to be lots of local images that won't have copyright. Look at a few other quality guides. I'll put some links in the supporting description of this video that will give you some examples of good guides from a couple other real estate agents that are doing it the right way, in my opinion. But it's just so worth the effort, Adam.
Yeah, definitely. And there's a lot of ways you can break that down by city, by areas, by all kinds of things. So be creative and make it resourceful, and people will read it and it'll generate some Google juice for you, right?
Yep.
Okay, so second thing is the local real estate niches or niches, right? So articles about that.
Yeah, of the 4 points we're going to quickly go through, I think this is the fundamental, most important one, and it's the one that most agents get wrong. And it's really also linked to point 1 about the evergreen guides, because if you look, when you're getting started the first year, the first 2 years, you probably don't know what kind of clients you like dealing with, what kind of property, what areas you like dealing with. You have to, and just to get that commission check and get the ball rolling, you literally have to take any client that comes your way. But it should, as soon as you start getting some traction, it should become pretty apparent, or you should really be thinking about it from day one. what of all these different type of clients are the ones or the type of properties or the area that I like working with the most. And the quicker you can find your niche, and the quicker you're going to be successful, and you're going to be in that 20% that make a really good living out of being a real estate agent. And let's be brutal, about 80% don't, or that they're just
especially right now,
or they're just part-time and they just want a good part-time income. So like I was saying, finding a niche is the number one thing that you should get from this video. And if you find it can be a geo area, it can be a Victorian homes, it can be retirement property, whatever in your city, region,
new builds, condos.
Well, it could be anything, but as long as they're the type of properties or groups of people, retirement. There's loads of niches in the real estate industry, and as long as that niche is large enough, which you have to consider, you can push it too far, but as long as some common sense is applied and there's enough people in that niche or that type of property to generate a good living, you should always find your niche, because it's going to make writing good quality posts and offering real value and building your brand in that particular niche. It will all start feeding one another, Adam.
Yeah, plus that becomes part of your branding and marketing too. So it's pretty important in a lot of different respects. So
yeah.
All right. So the third thing is financial and tax information. And what's interesting about this is just literally this week, I was reading what a realtor was sharing about just financial and tax information. There was like really good tips. So share a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's really important. Especially with over the last few years, we've seen massive increases in home values. Obviously, the market is readjusting at the present moment, and that will probably continue during this year in 2004. But the taxes that are going to increase, that are linked to the increases over the last few years, are going to be substantial, the property taxes. And I think there's great possibilities of writing some really good articles on finance around that, that will generate people that feel that they have to look at selling a home because of the costs, especially if they're on a fixed income. So I think writing some strategic posts about that subject. HBOs is another area, it's a semi-mystical in this country. Now, I've been living here for 12 years, but how these associations, and the charges, I don't know what it's like in your area, but in Northern Nevada, they can charge from $150 a month to almost $700 to $800 a month in fees.
It could be crazy.
And how they should be organised. Can you appeal? How do you go to the meetings? How do you know that they're managing the upkeep and the costs in a realistic way, or are you being ripped off? Writing about that, I'm sure you get massive interest, Adam.
Yeah. Even if people don't agree, at least you're generating engagement and interaction, right? So yeah, that can be a hot topic for sure. Okay, and then last but not least, the fourth thing is living in or moving to type of blog posts, like living in Bend, living in Reno, right? So share what you're thinking about that.
Well, over the last few years, because of COVID and the pandemic, and people being able to work from home, we've seen a great migration to Florida, to other areas. Obviously, I think that's going to subside a little bit to Bend, whatever, to Northern Nevada. But but on our land, it's a trend that's not going to go away either. So I know quite a few agents that basically, depending on what city, region, area, their whole business is based on relocation, and they make videos, guides, social media posts that attract people that are thinking of moving into the area. It's a bit also linked. Give you a good example here, Adam. It's a bit linked to what I said about finding your niche. The Lake Tahoe, the Reno area, Mount Rose, the Squirrel, heavenly, I was going to say Squirrel Valley, but it's been renamed North Star. There's a number of world-class ski resorts around this area. So a lot of people that have sold in the Bay Area, I've moved to Northern Nevada, and I can base that on discussions I've had when I've gone skiing. Almost every discussion, I say, how long have you been? Oh, we moved here 3 months, 6 months, 3 years ago. Where did you move from? The Bay Area. Almost every person I've spoken to has moved from the Bay Area. But I bet if I did a search about moving to Northern Nevada, a guide about the best positioned communities, properties that enable you to get to the hill, to your favourite hill, and the prices. If I tried to find a really good article, I still bet I wouldn't find one. Actually, Adam, I bet I wouldn't find one. And it's just crying out for it. So. So keep it in mind, folks, that the 4 things that we've outlined is that almost 95% of your competition ain't going to do anything, and that's why you should invest some time in writing that now and getting a good website and writing some decent blog content.
Exactly. Yeah. So there you have it. 4 real estate blogging ideas to dominate your market, especially your local market. You want to be that digital mayor, right?
Yeah.
So neighborhood guides, local real estate, niche articles, financial tax information and tips, and then, those living in or moving to type of blog post that share resources. So, anything else? Any last words?
No, I think I want to keep it sweet. The last video was a bit long, wasn't it, Adam? Adam has to edit the stuff. But if you like this, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. It really encourages us. And give us some, do some outreach. We're always ready to have a chat with you. And have a look at the Mailrite website and platform, because we offer fantastic value compared to a lot of the competition. And we'd love to help you build the kind of business that you're looking for yourself and your family.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are looking for champions and ambassadors to represent it. So we have some special offers for you. If you're interested, just let us know. You can go to mail-right.com. We can give you a demo and go from there. So anyways, have a great rest of the week. Thanks for joining us and for sharing, commenting, and liking, and hit that notification bell so you know when our next free workshop videos come up. Thanks again.